It's time for another Project Pan update, and we do have an empty today, which is super exciting. Welcome back to the channel, or welcome if you are new. My name is Alex, and this is Alex versus Eyeshadow. And on this channel, we love using up what we have instead of over-consuming and overspending. So if any of those things sound like something that you're interested in, please do stay tuned and do consider subscribing or just leaving a like, because that does help the channel out as well, and I really do appreciate it. We did reach 100 subscribers recently, which is amazing, and I'm so grateful for every single one of you. Thank you for being here. But yeah, let's get chatting about the makeup. So in February we brought in the Beauty Bay Hyaluronic Acid and Sea Moss Hydrating Mist, and I've kind of been trying to use this as a setting spray kind of thing. It's not really working the same way that a setting spray would, but it does have hyaluronic acid in, which will draw moisture out of the atmosphere into your skin, unless the atmosphere is drier than your skin, and then it draws moisture from within. So you have to be a little bit more careful with hyaluronic acid than you might think. I have also been using this as a skincare item as intended as well, which has meant that I've got quite a lot more uses on this than the rest of my makeup this month, because I haven't worn a lot of makeup this month, but I have still been doing my skincare and washing my face. We have got 20 uses on this product this month, which means we've used it 40 times in total in this project so far, and I think we're very nearly getting there now. I think next month this will be done, which is very exciting because this was clear when I bought it, and it's a very weird brown colour now. But it's not really doing anything. I don't think it's hydrating my skin, and I don't think it's dehydrating my skin and causing me to break out. It's about as effective as spraying water on my face, I would say. Now we have the Rare Beauty highlighter, and this is in the shade Exhilarate, which is a lovely champagne-y kind of shade. That's how we're looking in there today. I will show you all the comparisons as we work through the months on this one. I've used Exhilarate 10 times this month, meaning that I've used it 34 times total in this project so far. I stopped focusing on that middle pan in the middle and started working around the outside just to try and get a bit more of an even pan, which has kind of meant that progress looks a lot slower now than it had been looking. On this side of the pan, it's wearing down a little bit more than it is on the other side of the pan. I did mean to get some scales for this video so that I can start weighing the makeup as well, because it is satisfying even seeing those 0.02 gram differences or whatever it might be. So I might try and remember to get some scales so we can start weighing stuff in the next video and have another way of monitoring our progress, because sometimes visual progress only doesn't give you the dopamine rush that you're looking for. And I am confident that this will be finished by the end of the year, because there's only 2.8 grams of product in this. Next we have the Sephora blush, and this is in the shade Sweet on Me, and it does have a number, but I can't really tell what the number is anymore. And this is how we're looking. So you might be able to see as I tilt it that we've just developed another teensy little bit of pan there, but that is otherwise still looking very much the same. I will show you the progress through the months. This has been in the project since the beginning, and we did only actually get 3 uses on it this month. I haven't worn a lot of makeup this month anyway, and I've been trying to focus a little bit on my makeup in my project 10 uses project pan, because I'm finding that I feel like 10 uses is fairly easy to do, and I'm giving myself 2 months to do it and still not doing it. So I'm trying to focus a little bit more on those products as well, just so I can keep that project moving a little bit faster and I can touch more things in my collection this year. That unfortunately meant that this one slipped down to only 3 uses this month, meaning that it's been used 29 times in the project in total. And I have growing concerns that I'm not going to finish this year, especially if I'm not using it every single time that I do my makeup. And I really, really want this gone, because it's kind of annoying that I have all these new fun shiny blushes in my collection and I'm just living in the past working on this. But at the same time, I don't want to waste it. And this is why we're doing project panning, isn't it? We already have the products that we keep buying, so this is teaching me to try and finish it before we try and buy something else. She's staying in, and she's probably staying in for quite a long time as well. Next we've got the NYX Buttermelt bronzer, and this is in the shade Butter Biscuit, and you might be able to tell that I've managed to scrape off some of the crud on the front of this, which is very exciting because I was sick of having to apologise for how disgusting it looked. and this is how it is looking inside. So again, I'm not really sure how much that is progressing. I will show you how it's been looking like through the months, and maybe we'll be able to see some more detail in the close-ups. To be honest, I have been trying to focus my brush around the edge of this pan just to get a little bit more even pan, so I don't have big thick corners, because you can still see in these bottom corners that the original embossing is still in there, so that's like as thick as if it was new in these corners, so I still need to focus on that a little bit more. I am growing in concern that this is not going to get finished this year. There is a lot of product in here, 5 grams worth of powder, so if I'm confident that I can finish 2.8 grams, what's an extra 2.2 grams amongst friends? So maybe we could finish this year. I've just been looking at the back of it, and it says that it has a 6-month shelf life on it. One of my pet peeves with makeup is when they make makeup that you could never dream of using up in those 6 months. I've used this pretty heavily for the last 3 months, and it's not going to be finished in the next 3 months. So either sell me a smaller amount of makeup or give me a longer shelf life. Did I say that I used that 11 times this month with a total of 46 uses? If not, now I have said that. Now I've got my Charlotte Tilbury Bullet Lipstick, and this is in the shade Bond Girl, which is now called Mi Kiss. The shade Bond Girl doesn't exist anymore, and she is looking very small. I did try to focus on this a little bit more this month because I'm also concerned that I'm not going to finish this year if I'm not careful. It's just one of those where it doesn't excite me because I've had it for so long, so I always talk myself out of wearing it. But when I do wear it, I absolutely love it. Like, I'm wearing it right now and I absolutely love it. I've worn this 6 times this month for a total of 11 uses in the project, and we are getting there. We're getting there slowly but surely. Next we've got Vintage, which is a lip liner from Beauty Bay, and it's just this lovely mid-brown lip liner, and you might be able to see that I have sharpened this month. It's a nice mid-brown lip liner. Well, it is mid-brown on me. I have seen other people describe this as deep brown, but for me that's a mid-brown lip liner. I've worn this 2 times this month, which isn't a lot of times, but I've got a lot of pinky lip products in my project pans at the minute, so it's kind of hard actually to incorporate a brown lip liner, and I probably should have thought about that when I included it in the project. I just loved it so much, I was like, I'm definitely going to be able to finish that, but actually I'm in a pinky lip era at the minute, but I'm sure as the year progresses I will return to my favoured lip colour category, which is brown. My other lip liner is a lot better news than this one. The Revlon Pout Liner in the shade Peach Melba has been finished this month. As you can see, it's not clicking up anymore. It's hard to show you and have it be in focus, but you're going to have to believe me. It's not drawing anymore very well. Oh, that wasn't even on camera. It's not drawing anymore very well. It's just dead flat at the end. I don't think that I've ever finished a lip liner before in my whole life. That's a very exciting achievement. We've used Melba Born Peach 9 times this month for a total of 28 uses in the project, and it is now finished. Then we have a way less exciting update. So this is the e.l.f. Glow Reviver Lip Oil, and this is in the shade Rose Envy or Rose Envy. I'm not sure if it's Rose or Rose Envy anyway. And we haven't used this any times this month. As I said, I'm panning so many lip products right now. I'm panning 7 either lipsticks or lip glosses at the minute, so it is really hard to get all of them airtime, and especially because I really want to focus on that Charlotte Tilbury one and get her going somewhere sooner rather than later. So unfortunately this one missed out this month, but hopefully I can incorporate this more this month. Halo Glow, which we used 10 times this month. That means we have used it 31 times in this project so far. It is just down to here. I can just about see the tide line. Hopefully you can too on camera. It's just about here. But I'll do some close-ups and you'll be able to see the progress of this in a little bit more detail. I do think that I lost 1 month's worth of footage for this, so there might be a bit of a skip in there, so sorry about that. Just slow but steady on this one. Again, I'm not particularly enamoured with this product. I am glowy enough on my own and actually probably don't need any extra glow. I do like the glow that it gives, and I'm currently using it with the Easy Drop Blur in Skin Tint tint by Fenty, which means that it does get the opportunity to show through and give my skin a lovely sort of like satin finish, which is quite nice. But I would just much rather have a primer on that helps with the transferability of my makeup rather than having this on and helping me look glowy. I think maybe when I'm without it, I will know how I truly feel about it. But at the minute, I'm just like, I could either give or take having this in my life. And then my final one is my Kosas Cloud Set Powder, and this is in the shade Feathery. And this is how we are looking in here. We have used this 11 times this month. This got rolled in to the project last month. We have touched the bottom on this one. This bit in here. Oh, no, I've touched the wrong bit. This bit here, that's the bottom of the pan. So I don't know how long we've got left on this. I do think that there's quite a thick layer down towards the bottom here of powder, but up here it's a lot thinner. So I'm not sure how long we've got left on this one. I'll show you how it was looking last month versus this month for some comparison. This unfortunately broke when I was filming my whole collection video. I knew that this did this and I was like, it won't happen to me, I'll be careful. And I'm the least careful person you will ever meet in your life. If something is going to break, I will be the one who breaks it. So I don't know what I was thinking there. So I just want this to be gone because it's broken, and I really don't know what mid to high end makeup thinks it's doing, not being able to stay in one piece throughout its lifespan. That means we are rolling a new product in, and I'm sure a lot of you won't be surprised to see this guy again. So this is the Glossier Cloud Paint, and it is in the shade Coast, and this is how much is left in this product. This was in my Project 10 uses earlier in the year. I just think it's time for this to get used up. I love how it looks on the skin. It's not too impactful because I don't really like an intense bronzer or contour or whatever it is that I'm trying to do on my cheeks here, just because I've got quite round cheeks. If I do too much bronzer, it just looks like dirt instead of definition. So this is a really good product for that because you get a nice thin, translucent, blendable layer. So hopefully we can get this done pretty soon. Obviously we have got through the majority of this, but I won't underestimate how much product can be held in this little chunky bit at the end here. I feel like, you know, a good couple of months worth at least is in there, if not, you know, half a year. So that is my project pan update for April. I hope that you enjoyed watching. I'm uploading over here every single Thursday or sometimes a Friday if the week gets a bit chaotic. So please do stay tuned and I will catch you in the next one.